Question 1. What is the purpose of a BYOD, Bring Your Own Device policy? A. To enforce network routing protocols. B. To assign IP addresses to internal servers. C. To define baseline device configurations. D. To control the use of personal devices on the corporate network. Correct answer. D. To control the use of personal devices on the corporate network. A BYOD policy governs how employees can connect personal devices to the corporate network. BYOD policies provide security guidelines and data protection. Without a BYOD policy, personal devices may introduce vulnerabilities to the network. Question 2. Which policy outlines the appropriate use of company network resources? A. Password policy. B. BYOD policy. C. Change management policy. D. Acceptable use policy. Correct answer. D. Acceptable use policy. An acceptable use policy, AUP, outlines the appropriate use of an organization's network and resources by employees. It sets clear guidelines and helps protect the organization from liability. Without an AUP, there's a greater risk of misuse, which can lead to security vulnerabilities. Question 3. What is the purpose of a standard operating procedure in a network environment? A. To describe routing protocols. B. To define acceptable password complexity. C. To document routine steps for common tasks. D. To establish VLAN configurations. Correct answer. C. To document routine steps for common tasks. A standard operating procedure, SOP, is a written, repeatable guideline for carrying out regular network operations. SOPs help ensure uniformity and minimize mistakes. Without them, tasks may be handled inconsistently, raising the likelihood of misconfigurations. Question 4. Which of the following is a key element of environmental monitoring for power status? A. MTU. B. UPS status. C. VLAN configuration. D. Routing metrics. Correct answer. B. UPS status. Monitoring UPS, uninterruptible power supply. Devices helps ensure continuous power to network equipment during electrical outages. It offers a layer of power redundancy. Without UPS monitoring, sudden power failures could lead to service interruptions and potential data loss. Question 5. What is the purpose of monitoring humidity levels in a server room? A. To improve network speed. B. To reduce wireless interference. C. To prevent equipment corrosion or static discharge. D. To detect unauthorized access. Correct answer. C. To prevent equipment corrosion or static discharge. Humidity monitoring helps maintain a stable environment for network equipment. It prevents issues like static discharge when humidity is too low and corrosion when it's too high. Without it, unsuitable humidity levels can harm sensitive electronic components. Question 6. Which environmental factor should be monitored to prevent overheating in a network closet? A. Bandwidth usage. B. Temperature. C. Packet loss. D. Latency. Correct answer. A. Temperature. Temperature monitoring ensures that network equipment functions within safe thermal ranges. It helps prevent hardware damage caused by overheating. Without it, excessive temperatures can lead to equipment failure and potential service interruptions. Question 7. Which of the following is commonly used for out-of-band management? A. VPN tunnels. B. Telnet over the production network. C. Console ports and dedicated management interfaces. D. DHCP servers. Correct answer. C. Console ports and dedicated management interfaces. OOB management commonly relies on console ports, dedicated management ports, or isolated management networks. It offers direct access to devices, functioning independently from the primary network. In the absence of OOB management, administrators might not be able to reach devices during network outages. Question 8. What is the primary function of Remote Desktop Protocol? A. Provides secure file transfers. B. Establishes VPN tunnels. C. Collects traffic flow information. D. Allows graphical remote access to a Windows system. Correct answer. D. Allows graphical remote access to a Windows system. RDP, Remote Desktop Protocol, allows remote graphical access to Windows desktops and servers, providing full control of the desktop from a distant location. Without RDP, administrators may not have convenient graphical access to Windows systems. Question 9. Which protocol allows secure command line remote access to a network device? A. RDP. B. Telnet. C. SHA. D. SNMP. Correct answer. C. SSH. SSH, Secure Shell, offers secure, encrypted remote access to devices through a command line interface, ensuring confidentiality and integrity. Without SSH, remote management sessions could be vulnerable to eavesdropping and attacks. Question 10. Which remote access method establishes an encrypted tunnel over the Internet for secure communication? A. RDP. B. VPN. C. SHA. D. Telnet. Correct answer. B. VPN. A VPN, virtual private network, establishes a secure, encrypted connection over an untrusted network. Like the Internet, it ensures confidentiality and privacy for remote access. Without a VPN, data could be vulnerable to interception during remote sessions. Question 11. What is an escalation procedure in incident response? A. A method to analyze packet captures. B. A policy to escalate incidents to higher support tiers. C. A backup strategy for critical servers. D. A protocol used to encrypt wireless traffic. Correct answer. B. A policy to escalate incidents to higher support tiers. Escalation procedures involve notifying and engaging higher levels of support when an incident surpasses the current team's ability to manage. These procedures ensure structured communication and effective resolution. Without escalation procedures, incidents could remain unresolved or be mishandled. Question 12. What is the first step in the incident response process? A. Recovery. B. Identification. C. Eradication. D. Lessons learned. Correct answer. B. Identification. Identification is the initial step in incident response, where the incident is detected and confirmed. It raises awareness of security or operational issues. Without identification, incidents may go unnoticed and remain unresolved. Question 13. What describes a critical event in network event management? A. An event that logs a user login. B. An event that identifies a possible future issue. C. An event that indicates a service impacting issue requiring immediate action. D. An event that tracks wireless channel usage. Correct answer. C. An event that indicates a service impacting issue requiring immediate action. Critical events signal major issues that affect services, such as device failures or network outages. These events provide urgent alerts. Without critical event notifications, service outages may go undetected. Question 14. What type of event indicates normal network operations without any issues? A. Warning event. B. Critical event. C. Informational event. D. Security event. Correct answer. C. Informational event. Informational events are regular messages that signal normal operations, such as successful logins or system startups. They provide visibility but do not necessitate immediate action. Without informational events, administrators would be without routine system logs. Question 15. What is the purpose of regular configuration backups? A. To improve wireless signal strength. B. To ensure that device configurations can be restored after a failure. C. To increase port security. D. To reduce bandwidth usage. Correct answer. B. To ensure that device configurations can be restored after a failure. Configuration backups involve regularly saving device configuration files to ensure quick recovery in the event of a device failure or accidental misconfiguration. These backups provide a fast restoration process. Without them, network recovery would be delayed. Question 16. Why is maintaining a baseline configuration important? A. To assign IP addresses automatically. B. To ensure all devices use the same SNMP community string. C. To provide a reference for troubleshooting and change management. D. To monitor network performance metrics. Correct answer. C. To provide a reference for troubleshooting and change management. A baseline configuration enables network administrators to compare current settings with a stable reference. This helps detect unauthorized changes and ensures consistency. Without a baseline, troubleshooting or auditing configuration changes would be more difficult. Question 17. Why are rollback procedures included in change management? A. To restore the previous configuration if a change causes issues. B. To speed up the implementation of new hardware. C. To monitor wireless channel usage. D. To configure SNMP alerts. Correct answer. A. To restore the previous configuration if a change causes issues. Rollback procedures enable administrators to revert to the previous configuration if a change fails or causes network issues. These procedures offer a safety net during modifications. Without rollback procedures, failed changes could lead to extended downtime. Question 18. What is typically included in system configuration documentation? A. Employee network usage policies. B. ISP account numbers. C. Network performance metrics. D. Device settings and firmware versions. Correct answer. D. Device settings and firmware versions. System configuration documentation contains details about device settings, firmware versions, and configuration parameters. It serves as a reference for troubleshooting and recovery. Without this documentation, restoring device configurations after a failure would be challenging. Question 19. What information is typically shown in a rack diagram? A. Logical IP address assignment. B. VLAN configurations. C. Physical layout of equipment within a rack. D. Network bandwidth usage. Correct answer. C. Physical layout of equipment within a rack. Rack diagrams depict the physical arrangement of devices like switches, servers, and patch panels within equipment racks. They offer visual guidance for installation and maintenance. Without these diagrams, equipment placement could become chaotic and disorganized. Question 20. What is defined by the recovery time objective? A. The acceptable amount of bandwidth used during recovery. B. The maximum allowable number of wireless clients. C. The maximum amount of downtime an organization can tolerate. D. The total amount of backup storage available. Correct answer. C. The maximum amount of downtime an organization can tolerate. Recovery time objective, RTO, specifies the maximum allowable duration of downtime following a failure or disaster. RTO sets a target for how quickly systems need to be restored. Without a defined RTO, recovery efforts could surpass the acceptable downtime limits.